Hello, so here it goes, my story. I'll try and keep it as short as possible, but it is relatively detailed. This might help someone, you might be able to relate to some of the things that I've been through. Let's start right at the beginning. So starting from the beginning, I would say that my injuries have mostly come from me playing lots of football. Lots of football as a young person. I'm not really designed for football, pretty tall, got long, gangly, skinny legs, really skinny ankles, and high arches on my feet, which meant I used to roll my ankles quite a lot playing football. That led to my first injury when I was about 20 years old playing for my university team. Landed badly, didn't quite recover from that, and there was still pain in the joints. That was my left ankle, so I went for ankle surgery for microfracture and debridement, where they kind of clear out the joint and then they screw holes into the talus on the top of the ankle and then try and grow back some of the cartilage. I actually ended up having 2 operations for that. It didn't go back to fully being 100%, but it was fine that I could walk around without pain. I didn't play football for about 5 seasons, I think, five years. So I thought that my football days were over because it didn't quite feel right. Anyway, I came back to playing football when I was 26, so I had a season. The left ankle at the time was giving me a little bit of pain towards the end of matches. I had to ice it a little bit. And I played a second season, and then midway through that second season, my right ankle went. Someone slid in like a slide tackle in football, if you're not familiar, where someone slides along the ground. They rolled over the top of the football into my ankle, my foot was planted in the ground, my studs were planted, and then I just heard a really loud cracking sound, which was, I believe it was my ligaments that kind of snapped. It wasn't the actual ankle bone breaking. And obviously within the joint, the cartilage within the joint all ruptured. So yeah, not very nice, not very pretty. So I had to go on the ambulance, gas and air. I was in a lot of pain. So that was quite a while ago now. So that was when I was 27, 36 now. So yeah, quite a while ago. So was going through recovery. I tried to let it heal on its own, but it didn't heal. So I had to have an operation to repair the ligaments and to kind of clean out the joint of the ankle. So that was operation number 1. Still pain after that operation whilst walking. So I went for operation number 2. After fully recovered, operation number 2, which again was kind of the microfracture debridement, clearing out the joint. Again, remember this is on the right ankle now. So operation number 2 went okay, but again, still that niggling pain, kind of felt like an impingement in the joint. It was, I couldn't run, I was getting pain from walking. Went for operation number 3, and this is where they got synthetic cartilage, some cartilage, and put it into my joint. So they're trying to basically add cartilage into the joint. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, so they've kind of given me a final option, which is to go for my own cartilage. So they cut cartilage out of my knee, they take a little bit out of the knee and place that into the ankle. I believe that was my 4th operation. Honestly, I lost track a little bit, but unfortunately that didn't work either. So 4th operation didn't work, and we're coming now really to our final result, and the final option for me really was ankle fusion. That was the option that I was given. Ankle replacement, I was told, is usually given people that are a little bit older because of the shelf life of an ankle replacement. So yeah, ankle fusion, that was it. I was like, by this stage it was 5 or 6 years down the line, and I just wanted to be able to walk pain-free without crutches. So yeah, it was that's all I was looking for. That was what I was hoping for. Literally in my place of work as a teacher, I've been on crutches for like 3 years, I think it was. So some of the kids in the school just knew me as a teacher on crutches. I mean, quite handy because I would point to staff and tell kids where to go. But on the whole, not ideal as a PE teacher. Obviously, I was in the robot ankle boot, which I'm sure a lot of you will be familiar with. And I wasn't non-weight bearing. So say I had an operation, when I came out, 6 weeks non-weight bearing, then I could put weight back through the ankle, but I couldn't put my full body weight because it was causing pain. So I'd put some of the weight on the crutches and so on. I didn't let it stop me, you know, I still went on holidays, I still went out. I would always have the robot boot, kind of that ankle boot, whenever I went out. I'd always have my crutches on me. Yeah, so ankle fusion was the final option. That was, I believe, 4 years ago now, about 4 years ago. My ankle fusion, it was successful as far as I'm concerned. Joint pain inside the joints gone. It does, after kind of, like I've mentioned before, 12 or 15,000 steps, it does cause me pain, but I manage that. You know, I have good footwear and I take breaks when I can and when I need to. So yeah, that's pretty much my story. That's the kind of the stage of events. And what I'll probably do is maybe add in another video in terms of, you know, impact on mental health and things like that. So yeah, that's it. If you've got any questions, please comment below. I'll do my best to either reply or do a video replying to some questions. Thanks for listening. Bye.